Good evening to the humans of Earth. How's everybody doing tonight? This is Sovereign Starseed TV. We like to detail lots of cool things on this channel. Mainly, we like to end up talking about the crypto news, cryptocurrencies, those currencies that are decentralized and taking over the planet. And it's a beautiful thing because it's something that the people of Earth have been needing for a while. So let me just go ahead and get some stuff started up here. We're starting to take like a lot more laid back vibe on the channel. So I'm just going ahead and taking a look at a few of these things. Alright, here we go. Perfect. Getting some stuff set up. Alright, so I hope that the people of Earth are doing great tonight. I got some, it's literally called beautiful Japanese music playing right now in the background. Just trying to make sure that everything's going out smooth. Trying to make sure everything's looking good. Alright, perfect. Things are looking good. Alright, so let's see. So, yeah, tonight I just want to go ahead and talk about a few things that are changing in the crypto world. You know how that happens every single day. And with that, the first thing that I wanted to talk about that's kind of big news is that Tether, the cryptocurrency, it has posted up an announcement on their site. And so basically it says, yesterday we discovered that funds were improperly removed from the Tether Treasury wallet through malicious action by an external hacker. Tether integrators must take immediate action, as discussed below, to prevent further ecosystem disruption. 30,950,010 Tether was removed from the Tether Treasury wallet on November 19th, yesterday, and sent to an unauthorized Bitcoin address. As Tether is the issuer of the USDT managed asset, we will not redeem any of the stolen tokens, and we are in the process of attempting token recovery to prevent them from entering the broader ecosystem. The attacker is holding funds in the following address. If you receive any USDT tokens from that address or from any downstream addresses that receives these tokens, do not accept them, as they have been flagged and will not be redeemable by Tether for USD. So the following steps have been taken to address this matter. The Tether backend wallet service has been temporarily suspended. A thorough investigation on the cause of the attack is being undertaken to prevent similar actions in the future. We are providing new builds of OmniCore to the community. OmniCore is the software used by Tether's integrators to support omni-layer transactions. It's a mouthful. But basically, they're working with the Omni Foundation to investigate ways that will allow Tether to reclaim stranded tokens and rectify the hard fork created by the above software. So, basically what's happening here is that due to this huge transaction and malicious attempt, Tether has, I guess we could say, for lack of better terms, it has officially been hacked. And with that, Tether has now had to create a hard fork due to this hack, and they are now going to have to create new tokens, just because, over 30 million tokens, that's really going to damage the ecosystem for your blockchain that you have set up. So with that, just wanted to make sure that, you guys knew that as well, just because, this is something that's pretty important here. You should see this. You should know that, like, what is going on with Tether. So what I'll say here right now is that if you don't already have Tether, don't buy it. If you have it, I would say go ahead and get rid of it if you can. And there's a lot of Tether right now that is being dumped across different exchanges. But yeah, just due to this critical announcement, this is something that's happened. I also want to remind the people of Earth, if you haven't been paying attention to the blockchain, crypto news, and the happenings in this sphere, that's okay, baby. That's all right. I'm not worried. I just want to go ahead and remind you, though, that this is not the first time that this has happened. And so one of the second most popular cryptocurrency, Ethereum, they had to go through a hard fork, and it was because of a hack that happened similarly. And there was a lot of tokens that were taken, and so now there's some people that wanted to continue to use the old Ethereum protocol, so they have not switched their miners over to the new protocol, and that in itself is what's upholding the Ethereum Classic blockchain right now, and the Ethereum Classic cryptocurrency that goes along with it. So just wanted you guys to be aware that, you know, this is something that has happened in the past, and cryptocurrencies have survived. So with Tether, you know, make your moves the way that you are. If it was me, I would just go ahead and stay away from it, which is interesting just because yesterday, no, not yesterday, like 2, maybe 3 days ago, I had sold my last position in Tether. And so it's something that they are going to be using to try to bounce back from, which I think this is a pretty good attempt right here to hard fork as soon as possible and then render the old Tether tokens useless. So just make sure that, you know, if you're getting any Tether from anybody, check the blockchain, make sure that the wallet doesn't begin with 16T and end with N7R, and then you should be good. You should be good with your tokens. So with that, that's a hack. Just wanted you guys to be aware. Next in the crypto news, Cointelegraph.com has been posting that there is another major risk for Android wallet users. So it seems like the Android wallet system is under a lot of attack lately, and you know, I can see now why Apple has kind of shied away from allowing so much money untraceable money applications on its app store, whereas Google has been more liberal about this policy. And so what I've seen here is that I've reported on it before, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to report, this isn't going to be the last time I'm going to report on Android phones at risk for vulnerabilities. You know, and I also want to say right now at this point that I am smart and unbiased enough to say that I'm not in the dark that that's a possibility for iOS as well. So, but you know, as you can see kind of how I feel about this type of stuff. So, Cointelegraph is basically talking about how mobile Android cryptocurrency wallet users are at risk for hacking because of a new vulnerability that allows the media projection service to capture the user's screen and audio content. More than 3/4 of all Android users are at risk as the bug affects the Lollipop, Marshmallow, and Nougat platforms. Mango, hey, glad you came in, brother. Glad you're here. Hey, let me actually go ahead and get up on the. Well, I'm gonna get into the Discord room here in just a second. Once I get through some of these articles, all right, bro. But so glad you made it here tonight. Thank you. Okay, so. Google has accidentally created the risk. Since the release of Lollipop 5.0, prior to this release, the media projection functionality was only available to system-level applications and through release keys. All new systems since have been vulnerable to this type of data attack. So, pop-up cover-up. Apparently, when a hacker seeks to start recording screen information, a pop-up will appear informing the user. However, hackers are able to cover that pop-up with a second pop-up in a process called tap jacking, according to experts on the topic. A system UI pop-up is the only access control mechanism available that prevents the abuse of the media projection service. An attacker could trivially bypass this mechanism by using tapjacking. This pop-up using publicly known methods to grant their applications the ability to capture the screen. Google has offered a patch in Oreo 8.0, but all previous versions are at risk. Cryptocurrency users who access private wallets on mobile devices could very easily have their wallets hacked via this system and are encouraged to upgrade to the latest system for protection. Couple things about this, guys. First of all, let me explain this for anybody that has any questions. So right now what's happening on a lot of Android, Nougat, anything under Oreo is basically at risk for these wallets, and you're going to get a pop-up on your screen saying it's going to be like media projection service wants to be used for something, and as soon as that pops up, there's going to be another pop-up right away that covers it, and it says something like Snapchat would like to use your location, is that okay? And you will click OK, thinking that it was a Snapchat pop-up or something else. And what you're actually clicking OK to is allowing the media projection service to record your screen and your keys and whatever you type in for your password, and you allow it to send that data back to whatever server is monitoring this. Who knows? So that's the first thing that I wanted to explain. Second thing was that Oreo 8.0 version, I'm not sure how many phones out there that's actually compatible for. If anybody can help me out there, like, let me know. But like, you know, I don't know how many of these phones are compatible with Oreo. And so there might be a lot of Android users right now that are like vulnerable, really vulnerable. And Sovereign Starseed's technical tip would be to you is just to start to access your data from a browser-based wallet. This is when Coinbase and blockchain are going to prove their relevance, because they have browser-based wallets that you don't even have to access your wallet from your device anymore. And I would access only your wallets from mobile, or not from mobile, but from desktop browser that's not running Android. And because there are some desktop systems out there now that run Android, I can't believe that. But yeah, from that, just try to make sure that you get a phone that can be updated to Oreo 8.0, or get on a phone that's like that. And then also just try to move your funds to other wallets outside the device. So that's just my little tip there for you guys, just because I care, and and I don't want you guys to end up getting your stuff taken, because that's just BS, you know what I mean? So next in the news, I just wanted to go ahead and point some attention towards this really cool article that getpocket.com put out today. It says, people turn to Bitcoin during times of crisis. Now, this is referencing Zimbabwe, and I don't know if you guys are aware of what's been going on in Zimbabwe, but I don't even think I reported on this, but Zimbabwe right now is going through a crisis, and it's recently seen Bitcoin prices of over $10,000 for a Bitcoin. This was, I don't even think it was last month. I think this was months ago. And like, that is really interesting, guys, because you can see that, in other places in the world, they don't have to pay that much, and Zimbabwe is clearly getting scalped for its Bitcoin, but Zimbabwe is in a tough place right now, so it doesn't really have many options besides Bitcoin. So that's what's interesting, and I just want to go ahead and read a little bit about this here. The ongoing turmoil in Zimbabwe reinforces the fact that people around the world are increasingly turning to Bitcoin in times of crisis. In times of crisis, individuals look to a number of things to help support them through the troubled times. Some of these items include faith, family, and a belief that better times are just around the corner. Another article that people are pointing to during times of major crisis is Bitcoin. The most recent situation where Bitcoin and a crisis intersect is Zimbabwe. It's in turmoil after its leader or dictator, depending on your point of view, Robert Mugabe, was toppled by the country's military. The situation is very volatile as Mugabe is still not officially stepped down and has actually called for a cabinet meeting tomorrow. When was this put out? November 20th, today. So you guys, this is literally today, this news. So tomorrow, there's going to be something happening in Zimbabwe. So missing a deadline made by Parliament that he resign. So Parliament asked him to resign. He said, I am not going to do that. Instead, I am going to miss that meeting and I'm going to call a cabinet with my people. And while it's unknown how the final situation will shake itself out, we do know with certainty that the people in Zimbabwe are turning to Bitcoin to address the country's rampant inflation. And I'm just starting to feel for this. In fact, the price of Bitcoin in Zimbabwe jumped to double the international rate after the military coup. Bitcoin is perfect for Zimbabwe as the country no longer has its own currency due to the insane hyperinflation, as evident by 100 trillion Zimbabwean dollar bill. Due to zero faith in any governmental institutions, locals are turning to cryptocurrency to fill their needs. As the co-founder of La Maison du Bitcoin, Manuel Valente, sorry if I am butchering that, says, in many countries of Africa, there are far more cell phones than bank accounts. For Bitcoin, all you need is a phone. Boom, baby, right there. Oh man, this is going to be good. This is going to be a good segue into some other stuff that I wanted to talk about. Digital currency filling a desperate need. We've seen people from different countries in crisis, such as Venezuela and Zimbabwe, using Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to buy desperately needed supplies and services. In Venezuela, inflation of 741% in the last year has led to many mining Bitcoin in order to survive. Governmental forces have shut down and arrested a number of crypto mining operations, but the rub is that the government officials are then using the confiscated tech to mine their own cryptocurrency. In quite a few countries around the world, the political and economic landscape is fraught with peril and the future is unknown. Government institutions fail with increasing regularity, leaving the populace with little to no faith in their government. Absolutely. As Andrew Milne, the co-founder of Altana Digital Currency Fund, notes, Bitcoin is a safe haven. Hey, Bruntiro, regards, brother. Regards. Or regards to whoever you are, if you're a sister as well. Thank you for joining us tonight. Bitcoin is a safe haven for people around the world who don't trust their governments. There are many countries where people are looking for an asset that isn't vulnerable to banks blowing themselves up. The result is that many shops in Africa are now accepting Bitcoin as a payment option. Oh, this is beautiful. There is also a growing number of local exchange points, and it's even common for a single person to act as an exchange with just a smartphone and a wallet full of cash. The reality is that as long as governments continue to fail them, people will look to other means, such as Bitcoin, in order to keep their families fed and clothed. Do you think that a crisis leads to a greater use and reliance upon Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies? What can people do when their governmental institutions fail them? Let's chat about this here in a moment. Next, I just wanted to go ahead and talk about how funny this is that JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, hello, salam. We're going to chat about this in just a moment. I'm actually going to put a link up to Discord here in a moment, Bruntiro. So if you don't have Discord, download it and make sure you connect some headphones and you'll be able to participate in audio chat with us here in a moment. So anyways, check this out. So JP Morgan again making the news. No press is bad press. It seems like these guys are following that trend. And like what I can say here is that JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs has trialed the exchange of equity swaps, over a distributed ledger system, aka blockchain, using the AxeCore distributed ledger platform from startup Axani. The pilot, which also included BNP Paribas Credit Suisse and Citi. Saw the banks. Oh, let's see here. Mango's posting up a link for IOTA. Yo, what you got to show me about IOTA? Hey, post that in the Discord room, because the doing the Twitch thing on my browser while I'm watching it slows the browser down. So let's put that out in there. Here, let me get up in the Discord. Boom, I see it. Put it up in the Discord real fast, and I'll click on it. There we go. Cool, thank you, bro. Okay, so boom, IOTA. Yeah. We'll talk about this. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs. So they have already trialed and had successful equity swaps using a blockchain. And that's all that I wanted to say with this article, is that we are seeing JP Morgan having to face a lot of legal repercussions for the market manipulation that they had caused a couple months back. Hopefully you got in on that. Hopefully you bought in as well. But now they've also come out with this article on CoinDesk saying that, equity swap data is infamously complex and difficult to manage, making it a terrific fit for distributed ledger technology. So Greg Shvay, CEO of Axoni, is basically the guy supplying the blockchain that JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs are trialing. And with that, JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs are probably, in my opinion, undoubtedly going to end up taking it, loving it, and branding it for their own measures. And then eventually they're going to end up pushing it towards the government. So that's all I wanted to say with that article. I want to move on real fast and go next to something that's pretty interesting. Coindesk.com put up a article right here that says $10 million. Ethereum.com domain name is up for sale. So what would you guys pay for Ethereum.com? What do you think you could do with that site? It's so amazing. So according to Bloomberg, the high-value domain has now been listed for sale on the Uniregistry marketplace for around $10 million. Domain investor MR Kuba told the news source that the cryptocurrency is the biggest trend in the domain industry, and that related domains have grown in value much faster than other names. Kuba added that just a few months ago he paid $800 for the InsideCoins.com domain, and that it had already tripled in value. And that is very true. So you know what, guys, that's actually something I'm going to be looking into a little bit myself, is what profitable domain names could you think of that you could buy right now that might be worth something in the future? Do you know of any cryptocurrencies that are coming out in the next couple weeks that don't already have the .com, don't already have the .net, .org, .io taken for their coin? Think about that. Next, in news, I just want to go ahead and talk about blockchain. This is beautiful. This is what I was talking about earlier when people were depending on Bitcoin, such as Zimbabwe. Cointelegraph is putting out an article saying blockchain tech may allow developing world to leapfrog developed world. Block Pierce, a U.S. entrepreneur, investor, and public speaker. He's also a founder, board member, and advisor of several Bitcoin companies. He talks to Cointelegraph about its price performance. How is it going to strike a balance between growth and stability? How do you approach the ICO token phenomenon? This is just a lot of good information talking about how it's going to end up changing things. But I want to show you guys here on this channel that, this is something I've been reporting as well. I've been talking about it, and I think that the biggest advantage to developing countries that they have over developed countries is that they don't have all the regulation that they have to get through. They don't have to have all of these things that they have to jump through, these hoops and things that they have to do in order to just use the cryptocurrency, in order to just make business happen. And so because of that, that is where I completely agree with Brock Pierce, this article, and I've seen it coming. I've seen it coming from a long ways out. Is that the most developed countries are going to be the last ones to end up getting on board, just because they have the most regulation that they have to get through. So if that makes sense, that's just what I'm saying there. And so thank you to anybody that is watching right now. Thank you just so much. And next, I just wanted to end up going, and so that's what's really interesting, is that, what, guys, is that you're going to see me here on Sovereign Starseed pretty much putting a lot of my funds into developing countries a lot more favorably than developed countries, just because I know that there's not going to be anything that's going to bite me in the ass if I invest in something in South Africa. And you know what else? I'm probably going to be doing something beautiful too. I'm probably going to be doing something beautiful for a people that might have been oppressed for a while, and now I could give them the opportunity to be free, baby. And so can you. So can you. So we're all on the same page here. We're all on the same side. And that's just what I wanted to end up saying about, the third world countries getting a hold of this Bitcoin. They're going to make the first world countries look like shit when they use this currency. And it's going to end up happening so fast. It already has. And in fact, I think the media is going to try to do its hardest to make sure you don't find out about all the things that we talk about here on this channel. And also, that's the other reason why I'm probably not going to end up being one of the top rated channels somewhere. You know what I mean? So that's okay. I'm not worried. I just am grateful that I'm able to do this with you guys. Again, also, I'm not going to shut up about this until a decision is made, but I've reported on this yesterday, and I'm going to report on this every single day. But please make sure that you go and you make a phone call to your state representatives. Make sure that if you're in another country watching this, that you call into state representatives and government representatives wherever you're at, and let them know that net neutrality must continue to happen on this planet. It must be a thing that our species depends on. And don't shut up about it until a decision is made, because next month there's going to be a decision made by the FCC to censor the internet in a big way. If you want to continue to see these streams, if you want to continue to search the web in the way that you see it now, I suggest that you go ahead and make your moves, and you do it, because it's not even 5 minutes to make that move. And I'll say this, the other people that haven't seen this stream, the other people that aren't being shared on this right now, by the way, if you see value in this, please share this. Share this out with people. Let them see it. Let them know how important it is for us to have an internet like this. And guess what? Oh man, this is going to be crazy, but think about this. Oh my gosh. What's going to happen to blockchains, guys, if the FCC does away with net neutrality? We're already seeing thousands, tens of thousands of unconfirmed transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain, and that's with a free internet. So imagine what's going to happen if the FCC decides to prioritize the traffic on the internet, and then all of a sudden you can't stream above 360p unless you're paying $150 for the gold package from whoever you pay internet through. You also won't be able to end up sending Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies to people the way that you send it now, unless you get the platinum package through your internet service provider. If you don't want that, make the move. Hit up your state representatives, hit up your government representatives, and if you don't like me talking about this, stay away from the channel until FCC makes a decision, because I'm going to talk about this every single day until there's a decision made. I'm probably going to talk about it after. And depending on the decision that's made, you may or may not even hear me being able to talk about it, guys. So that's what's so big. SaveTheInternet.com. Go there, check it out. Please do it, and don't do it just for yourself. Do it for these developing countries. Do it for all the people that are depending on hospitals tonight. Do it for all the people that are depending on like communicating with somebody and they have to use the internet. Do it for these third world countries that don't have this access and can't see this stream right now. Simple, right here. They also give you scripts on what to say. And if you need a script, I'll give it to you. But expect this message to come out tomorrow night and every night until something is made. We have to make some noise about this, guys. Okay, so next, just wanted to go and talk about Cointelegraph.com puts out an article today, and it says it says Russian minister, we will never consider Bitcoin legal. The head of Russia's Ministry of Communications has said that the country will never legalize Bitcoin within its economy. I like it. I can see a positive and a negative to this. I could see much more of a positive. Speaking to journalists on the fringes of the Dumas, first. Oh man. The Duma's first Russian National Youth Forum, Nikolay Nikiforov. I don't know. I'm so sorry if I am butchering that. I'm just trying my hardest, and I like to go sometimes. You know what I mean? Because I know some people that can't do it. And so, Bitcoin he's basically saying that while Bitcoin was to remain outside legality, adoption of blockchain technology was entirely possible. I feel like Russia has a very mature stance on this, and I feel like Russia has played its cards well with trying to say that, like, look, we're not going to say anything until we see how the other banks talk and see how the world responds to those statements. So Bitcoins are a foreign application of blockchain technology, and Russian law will never consider them as a legal entity under the jurisdiction of the Russian Federation. Let's see, and I gotta say, for example, self-administering laws could soon become commonplace thanks to implementation of smart contracts. Blockchain has always fared considerably better in Russia, and the latest noises from Moscow have only served to underline interest in its various uses. Okay, so as you can see here, I think this is great. Hey, Feliodor, Merhaba, pleasure to have you here tonight. My friends are your friends. Anybody that's watching, go ahead and say hi if you want to, but yeah, this is great. We're just basically talking about Russia right now and how it's never going to consider Bitcoin legal, and it's doing it in a smart way. It's basically saying that under Russian Federation, it's never going to be legal. It can't be legal. And I feel the way that this article's coming out is at least that it's like, we can't ever do that because there's going to be self-governing laws that are going to auto-complete soon with smart contracts that Russia feels like it might almost be stupid to try to set up a whole bunch of legislature around these types of things because that's just harder to deal with, baby. You know what I mean? It's just harder to deal with. So from that's just something that's really good to see, really good to know. And yeah, with that, I love that they said that we will never consider Bitcoin legal, and it's under their current laws that they have right now. And I completely understand why. So yeah, with that was just basically the news that I wanted to get into. Next, I wanted to go ahead and open it up and create a quick little room for us so that way, if you want, we can go ahead and talk a little bit about some of these things here in this temp room. So I'm going to go ahead, create a quick invite, pop this out in the chat. Oh gosh, I got to find the chat. There we go. Pulling up the dashboard now. Nice. I love all the emojis on Twitch so much. Okay. There we go. Just popped up. Just spammed it a little bit for you guys. Anybody that wants to end up getting in, joining into a discussion real fast. We got a little bit of time. Let's talk about this. What do you guys think about the news that we reported on tonight? Make sure I can hear you guys. Hey, what's up, Mango? Yeah, man. So, what are your thoughts on what we were talking about tonight? You got it. Oh, and also, let me go ahead and bring up IOTA.
It's pretty interesting. Like, I think it's going up potentially.
IOTA's going up. Okay, nice. This is the Internet of Things. So,
You know how to use this website?
which one right here? The CoinMarketCap.
That one.
Yeah, you're asking like how do I use this one?
For me, like if I try to use anything from like a website name, like to download any miner or wallet, I can figure out how to do it. It's confusing.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. So you're seeing like how do you download the IOTA wallet, the official wallet?
Yeah.
Gotcha, bro. Yeah, man. So basically, normally what I'll do is I'll come here and if it's a good coin, which IOTA is a good coin, so good job. Like usually you should be able to see on here they should have something like download wallet for Mac, Windows, Linux. So let's see if we
No,
can.
I saw it, but I couldn't download it. It's confusing.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. What happened when you tried? Hey, it might.
I won't load. It won't load. That's the thing.
Okay.
I
Regards.
sent you the link. I sent you the link for the wallet.
Got it. Okay, let me go ahead and see here.
No fee, bro. Look at that. No fee.
That's amazing. Okay, here we go. No fees. So, let me just go ahead and say too, no fees is pretty good. A lot of times when you're getting the official wallet of the coin in question, they're not going to have fees. So, like my Bitconnect wallet doesn't have fees. I don't think it's ever going to have fees just because that makes the coin less attractive. So, yes, and hello to Amazagaf too. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you see in the chat there above your name, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's a Discord link that I put up. So if you want to end up joining into a voice chat and just talking about cryptocurrencies or anything that's on your mind with that, or sovereignty and things like that, just go ahead and join into the room. But yes, Mango, like yeah, what I could say here is that if it's sometimes these things are confusing. So let me go ahead and see like where it is. Get started. Download the GUI. Okay.
Yeah.
How to install? You got to get through the GUI. The client makes it easy to get set up on all operating systems. The downside is that it makes it difficult to run IOTA on smaller Internet of Things devices right now. This will change once you'll be able to compile from source within 1 to 2 weeks. Download the client, compiling from source. Wow, this is interesting. So this is how to download the client, and then like see here it says like install on Windows, Mac, Linux. So for me, I would click here, and
Yeah.
I would just download the DMG from the GitHub repo. So you said that you're on Linux, right?
Windows.
Windows, got
I'm
you.
using Windows right now.
So now I would just get this right here, the IOTA wallet setup 254.exe.
Okay, see, that's the thing. For Mac, it's pretty simple. That's for Windows, the one I sent you, that one.
So did you download this exe one?
Yeah, I can run it apparently.
When you said it wouldn't load, what did it do? What did it say?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a screenshot.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Screenshots are the best. So yeah, man, like we'll get that thing figured out. Because what I'll say too, man, is that my Bitconnect wallet was having problems. For like I couldn't use Bitconnect for so long, and then I posted on the forum where it has all the developers looking at it, and when I was on that forum, man, like they responded a few weeks later saying that they updated the wallet and now I can run it on my Mac. So if all else fails, bro, we could just write the developers and we could be like, dude, fix it because I'm not the only one that's having this problem. So let's see. Are you posting that in Discord?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. There you go.
Cool. All right. Let's see what we got. How do you want to open the file? I'm not going to put this up on stream.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, always use app to open .gz files. Do you not have a .gz expander?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I just recently recovered this computer.
I see. Did you? So hey, try it. Try to upload. Try to open it with a .gz expander, and then let me know what happens. TheataFub8. Hey, hello. Thank you for joining the room. We're having some cool talk about cryptocurrencies. Just different things that are happening with Bitcoin, man, because like this is going up and the dollar is just going down. And it's kind of by default. And yeah, man, if IOTA is at 87 cents now, I definitely agree that it is going up. I'm glad to see this huge spike in price. It would have been great to buy in at 37 cents and then boom, hit it at 85 cents.
Yeah, I mean, just sell it, buy it, sell it, and buy it.
Whew.
Pretty much.
You're right. Exactly. Exactly. Let's see what the last day looked like. Let's see what the volatility looks like in a day. Okay. So actually right now might be a good time to buy. Even at the top of that.
Looking at it, it's pretty deep. They drop a lot.
Ooh, but I like this. This volatility is nice, bro. Because I might be able to set my trading bots up to take advantage of this. Like sell up here.
How you get the training bot? Where you get it?
I got that a little while ago, and I will tell you, I put over like 40, 50, 60 hours into learning it. So it's definitely, you got to get your hands dirty. It takes a long time to learn, and I've also lost money with it. I've lost money, but I've also made a crap load of money really fast with it. So
I spent like, let's see, 3 days and 72 hours just reading a book, like a useless book. Afterward, I found that it's outdated.
nice. That's funny. Well,
I was reading a book about black hatting, and then found out my friend told me it's outdated like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's what's so hard about that, man. Like, I always think about how, like, if it's in a book form, then, like, it's already way obsolete, is where I've started to look at it. I think about, like, the medical textbooks that are coming out this year, and when the information that's going into those books was first discovered, and how much further on we've already gone from there. So, yeah, what I would say is that like, learning online has like definitely been my favorite way, just so that way I don't run across like what you're saying, man. Like last update 2015. But there is some good things to that too though, because sometimes I'll be looking for like a review, or I'll be looking for some information on like how to make my Mac run smoother, and I'll find a video from like 2015 that's like really helping me out. So,
Oh my god, dude! I downloaded the extension thingy. Now I have to pay for hell no.
yeah, get a free one. .gz. Another thing is like you might be able to upload it to a site that converts it to like a .zip. I remember when I was using Windows for .gz, there's like
I might do it later on my Linux. It's easier.
okay, nice. That's so cool to hear somebody say that it's easier on Linux, because like I was operating with Linux for a little bit and it was all command line, and I was like, fuck this.
I freaking love that. Oh my god.
I mean,
Command line is awesome.
I love command line for certain things, but then other things I'm like, I don't want to type out this whole fucking path. This is crazy. And then I get
Like
one little like letter wrong, or I forget a space or something, and like, God, I gotta type it all over again. God. So yeah,
for me, because terminal on Linux, that thing is powerful, dude. You can do almost anything with that.
true. I ran my bot. That's actually what I did with Linux recently, as I ran my bot from Linux, Ubuntu, command line without a GUI, and I had it placing orders and selling orders, and I didn't know very much about command line, and I had to learn a lot. But yeah, man, it was fun because I was able to literally see my bot placing orders, and gosh, it was so fun. So I'm
Okay,
actually gonna get back into it.
where you get did you buy it or something? Like,
Yeah,
or you made it?
I've experimented with multiple ones. The one I'm talking about right now, I bought, and I can help you get a discount on the bot that I have right now because it's pretty successful.
Is it
And
monthly payment or is it one time fee only?
one time, I don't do that subscription shit.
Yeah,
No,
I only
no.
do that with WoW.
Yes. Dude, that's interesting you say that because I hopped into a stream the other night because I don't know, I've just been learning that it's pretty cool just to go up on up on Twitch and like get into somebody else's room, find out how they run it and like show them some support. And these guys were talking about how expensive video games are getting, and I was just
Oh, hell
basically
yeah.
going to them and I was like, "Dang, dude, like you're right, man. Like I'll never forget when I stopped playing Xbox because like they were pushing to make all games mandatory to be online, and I was just like, man, I've already paid $60 for the game. I used to pay $50 for the game. Now I have to pay $60 for the game, and I have to pay a monthly subscription fee to keep the programmers fed.
Okay, that's not bad. Check out Battlefront. It's worse. It's 10 times worse. Actually, 100 times
Well,
worse.
how? Because you got
Because
in-game.
okay, for you, okay, the whole game when you get it, it's $80. When you get it, to unlock a Darth Vader, you have to put, if you want to grind, you have to put like 2,000 hour plus into it to get it. And you got those tokens in game. You know how game give out token?
Yeah.
Okay, for Battlefront, the second one, it have cooldown. You get it too much. It, they gave you 3 hour cooldown. If you want, you have to pay for it, and it's so much. Like with the game board over, I don't know, $4,000 if you want to buy everything.
Jeez.
$4,000.
And I'm looking
That,
at like Battlefront Premium. Like, what the fuck is this?
yeah, it's stupid.
Oh my gosh. Battlefront Premium is expensive. Even the standard game is expensive. Is the premium content actually worth
Oh yeah,
$70?
that one. That was on there earlier too. That's so stupid.
What the heck, dude? So like even the game is 70?
Yeah, it was 70. I thought it was 80. I messed up. Yeah, it was so good. So funny. The game is good though, but
Oh,
it's
it
too
is.
expensive.
It is good, but like yeah, dude, like nah, keep it at the same price or else now I'm gonna have to go and find the Battlefront alternative. Even though I don't want to, they're gonna push me away.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. The prices of
So
games hasn't changed in
like
12 years.
Litecoin's going up again. Jesus Christ, now it's $70.
Oh yeah, it's gonna keep going up, man. Charlie Lee, he keeps on putting out great tweets on Twitter, and he keeps on talking about how like, look, man, like I'm just showing you guys that like Litecoin's gonna end up becoming huge soon. It's just Bitcoin's got to go through its growing pains of taking all these onboarding people that are now trying to get into it.
Because right now they try to regulate Litecoin. That's why it's not going as fast. Because they get ready to launch the Lightning.
Yep, you're exactly right. Litecoin is definitely it's not facing all the scrutiny from all the governments, from all the big people yet, and also the other big people are just like trying to hoard Bitcoin as much as they can right now because they think that's what's going to be the end all be all cryptocurrency. Little do they know, you know, about
Litecoin coming out.
Oh yeah, and Ethereum just held its like third developer conference. Like this is gonna get out of control.
It will happen like all the people that hold the Bitcoin in the world, they just dump that and get the Litecoin. Just imagine how much Bitcoin go worth.
Whew, that'd be crazy. Yeah,
It's
Bitcoin
gonna
will
be
go way down.
chaos. It could be a chaos.
It would be. It would be. There'd be whole businesses that would shut down now. Like there's like I believe now that the whole world is depending on Bitcoin. It's just that all the news is too afraid to say it because they don't understand it yet. But it's getting there, man.
Because it's scary to imagine you making money out of thin air. That's scary if you think about it.
Yes, and you know what else I think about too though is that inside of my heart, like I know this sounds like maybe like little hippie to say or something like that, and I am a hippie, but you know, like I also think inside my heart that right now was the time for our planet to start facing dire problems like air, carbon, methane, ozone, stuff like that, so that that way our people could all band together and figure out a way to take care of it as one. And now that we have these technologies in place and we're getting educated on them right now, um, that's where, you know, if we do start to see that air is going to be a huge thing, then you can bet Aircoin will come out and people will support it. And then what Aircoin will do is it will like fund all of the research and all the researchers to build drones that will go and eat polluted air and poop out fresh air. And like that's the way I've always seen it. And like
That sounds cool.
yeah, and so now we got distributed ledgers, man. We got the blockchain technology. So if there is a problem like that, if it happens with water, if it happens with endangered species, coins are going to come out at some point because the world's going to need these species in order to survive. And yeah, it's going to be amazing. So yeah, I have a lot of faith because of cryptocurrencies. But I'm really glad that you had asked the other day, like, you know, could cryptocurrency be like, could Bitcoin be a creation of the NSA? Did you watch my stream after that, by the way, bro?
Nah, bro. I just go to sleep.
It's all good. But like, I answered that in the next one, and I was talking about it, and I was like, you know what? It's completely possible that the NSA could have created Bitcoin, and if even
I
if they
thought
did,
it started with you know the company called Toshiba.
yeah, Toshiba, yeah,
I thought they started from that company. I thought that's where Bitcoin started.
no, no, I don't. That's not what I've heard. And when I heard about this, it was in 2010, so it was like 8 months after Bitcoin was created, and it was like it was cool because when I was hearing about it, like I was thinking it was gonna be like file sharing of money when it said
Uh,
P2P currency, and like I heard that it was made by Satoshi Nakamoto, and there was a few guys in China that have already set up miners to verify the transactions on this decentralized network, and the more people that set up miners, the more powerful the network is going to be, and the harder it is going to be to hack. And so when I heard that, I was like, damn, this is cool. I need to get into this. So, yep, bought, dude, I bought some Bitcoins and then I ended up selling them. And then I bought two more Bitcoin for 400 bucks in 2013. And then ever since then, I've been holding them. And like I bought some then, but like I've still like been holding and spending them and doing other things with them. Hey, Brivey Mols, um, thank you for joining us here tonight, and anybody
yeah,
else that's
only
joining us.
people from Periscope.
I know Periscope's got some. Like I'm seeing it on YouTube now. It's happening. This is great. So like, yeah, I'm just starting to stream out to other things. And last night, Ninth Dragon, that guy that
Uh-huh.
you ended up bringing in, man, he's cool to talk to. Um,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
yeah, dude, he told me about Mixer, and I was all like, "What is that?" And so like,
Oh yeah, it's another streaming website.
he's all like, "Dude, if you get on that, then like you won't lag at all." And I was all like, "Okay." So I set up a Mixer account, and so now I'm streaming to Mixer right now. So what's up, Mixer?
Oh,
So
you. Uh, I have an account with them, but I'm not really a big fan. I like Twitch.
me too, dude. I'm loving it too. So, yeah, man. Yeah, this is interesting. And like the other things that I was thinking about doing is that I'm wanting to end up moving some money into Bitcoin, and my Coinbase account had its limits increased recently. So I think that's amazing. Holla, Brivey Moles. Holla, holla.
Um, Bitcoin, no, not Bit, Coinbase, the wallet, it's pretty good. It's pretty safe. They have like the government backing it up just in case.
Yeah.
Like, I was reading an article. Well, hold on, let me try to get one of my friend, the one that I tell you about Bitcoin, Litecoin, the one that's telling me the Litecoin. Oh, he's playing Pink Fortress right now. Yeah, he the one that sent me the Bitcoin. He he teach me a lot about this stuff. Yeah, about inviting him to the talk, but he's in the game.
Oh yeah. Well, it's all good, man. People all got their stuff to do, but hey, yeah, I would love to end up talking to them. I'm also trying to think about ways to like figure out ways to talk to people, like interview them and get them on the show and be like, hey, if you got an ICO going on, why don't you end up just bringing it onto my show and we talk about it for a bit.
I see.
So yeah, I think that would be cool.
That's okay. I'm student. I'm a freshman in college. I
Nice.
went my old high school. I talked to a bunch of teacher there, and some of them actually hold some Bitcoin.
You
Yeah,
said that
that's
he is holding Bitcoin?
no. Some of the teacher in my school holding a Bitcoin.
That's amazing.
It still amazes me how teacher know about this stuff.
Yep, they're smart, man. They're smart. I think there's a lot of people that know about it and they aren't like admitting to it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That because I don't know. It's not thing to be ashamed of.
Yeah. Well, and like that's because the way I see it is that I'm like, I shouldn't really, we shouldn't be worried about like who has Bitcoin, who doesn't have Bitcoin. Like,
Because most people think that any cryptocurrency is illegal.
yeah, that's right. That's right. It is like I've reported on like I think it's either Thailand or Taiwan or Tibet has been arresting people for using Bitcoin.
It's killing the economy. That's
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But by arresting people, that's going to kill their economy too. Uh,
yeah, true. Because they bringing money into the country.
exactly. Anybody that's watching right now, I just posted up the link in the chat as well. Go ahead and feel free to click on the link and you can join in on the conversation. I love having an open forum, open discussion, and talking to you guys. So, yep. But yeah, you're right, man. In any of these countries, it's going to happen. Like China is now learning from its mistakes, from banning Bitcoin and then having to end up coming back from it. Plelty Peck 8, hello. Hello, where are you watching us from, Plilty Peck? Whenever people say hello, I don't think it's from in the US.
The something about the something about Periscope. You can't click on any link.
Yes, Periscope is it's amazing. It's like the future of social media is what I think because it's so fast you could do things.
But it's only the streamer. I really hate. Like, what's your point?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
And
I don't know how I discover you on Periscope. I just going through and then I saw you talking about Bitcoin. You're like, huh? Catch my head.
that's on Google that you're finding me?
No, on Periscope.
Periscope, yeah. Yeah. I don't know how that happens either. I just push the stream button on it and I let it go and I try to put a lot of hashtags in there so that people can just click on those because it ends up like broadcasting to Twitter later on and the people can watch the
I see.
replay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just watching some of your replay. It's because I didn't catch a lot of your live stream. That's why.
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, how are you liking this late night action now that we're moving into late night when Mango's up and other people are up?
Yo, hell yeah, it's better.
Yeah, I think so too, man. Like
Yeah, I just came back from my store about an hour ago, and every time.
perfect. Yeah. Yeah, I want to have some fun too, and like that's also what I was noticing is that all these people are up all late, and like yeah, I want to have fun with them.
Yeah, well, most of the people from Periscope is just random. Like, it's all mixed, like from different countries.
Yep, I think that's so cool. So and soon here I'm gonna have to like get like the overlays set up and like get those other things so that I can have donation links and have fun with all that too. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, you should put like all the wallet. No, not wallet. What's called an IP? No, an address for
Yeah,
like all different coins. Like people can donate to you.
yeah, definitely. I'm working on getting like the logo finished up for it, and then once I have the logo, then I'm gonna go probably to Fiverr and just ask some people and be like, hey, who knows Twitch streaming? Who can help out?
Google Fiber or AT&T Fiber. Only get AT&T Fiber. That thing is trash.
Oh yeah, no, no, no. Yeah, no, I was talking about Fiverr, like the website where you can buy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like Google Fiber.
No, you say it's trash. One of my friends has that, and he's all like,
Dude, how much free speed he got?
"How much does how much what?"
What's his download and upload?
I don't know. He just honestly though, he says that like he's like, I'm not too huge of a user. Like I'm not a huge heavy user of the device, so like I just kind of like he's like I'm always happy with it, and I usually never pay more than $20 a month for internet for my service, and that's because he
Whoa.
never goes over 2 GB.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
I almost got 1 gig. Well, not almost. Actually, pretty far away. I got 100 meg
Yep. Yep. Yep.
because I have a Spectrum. That thing is pretty fast.
And then let's see, something happened last night. Oh yeah, you went off and you played Call.
Wow.
Yeah, you played WoW and then something else after that, like Dota, I think.
Yeah, Dollar.
Yeah, and I was like, that's cool. He's playing forever. Ninth Dragon's Eye, and I just talked for a long time. It was cool.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
Yep.
Actually, I might start posting stuff on my YouTube. I'm making YouTube page. I'm gonna post like gameplay of my Dota game.
Yeah, dude, do it. There's so many people that get like a lot of value out of that, and even people that aren't gamers. Like there'll be people that'll be like, "Man, I could never play this game this well, but I just relax when I watch this guy."
You wanna know what's funny? Okay, my friend he have a professional team, and he invited me, but I say no. Football,
Why you say no?
because I don't put time to play a lot.
Oh,
I play when I feel like it,
that's
and
true.
they have like strategy. They have to go over and stuff. I'm like, that's not for
Yep, you're right. You're right. Yeah, that's so crazy. Like I don't understand how some of these people they dedicate so much time to playing that they're professional gamers and
but they're making big bang though.
they are, man. They're making enough money to put enough food on the table to make anybody happy.
Yeah.
And they do what they love. So that's cool. But yeah, here in a
You don't
minute.
play game at all.
What's up?
You don't, you don't play any game.
No, I don't play any games right now just cuz like I have so much to do in the day. Plus, I don't know, like I just feel like I would rather invest money and learn more about like different bitcoins and stuff like that. I'll
Now I start to turn like that somehow. I used to play game a lot. Now I'm like reading like article about like cryptocurrency.
right, right. But hey, it's okay though too though because like I'll say there are times when I'm so deep into discussing and studying cryptocurrency that like I need to get out of it and I need to like go and like just play a lighthearted video game for a little while. So I might do that on my stream here is that I'll just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna hook my iPhone up and play like Vainglory for a little bit. And that way it's not
Ah,
gonna stress my computer and I could just record my game.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, things I was thinking about there. But I might end up taking off here in a minute just because like it's getting late and I was up so late last night learning more about streaming.
Damn. Hey, what time is it in Colorado?
It's 11:15.
Damn, it's about an hour ahead. An hour and a half.
12:15. So you're in Central. Where are you at?
LA.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're Pacific. That's right.
Yeah, 10:15 right now.
10:15. Nice. Yeah, exactly. See, that's a good time for you to be able to get on. And also, I was like noticing.
I stayed up till like 5 in the morning last night.
See, me too. That's why I gotta go in a minute. But it's good though because like getting on at this time, like you get to catch people from the other countries like this, that were like going through Periscope and stuff, and maybe you're still watching. Thank you for watching, anybody. So.
No, you got full view on Twitch right now.
Yes. Hey, thank you guys so much. Anybody that's on here, that's watching me right now, just thank you. I'm grateful for you guys watching, and also, make sure you follow, turn on the notifications, and you'll be able to stay up to date with what's going on with cryptocurrencies, with Bitcoin, from a real zoomed out perspective. Not only that though, I'm going to be going into some of my investment routines here soon. So I'm going to show you guys how I am flipping my Bitcoin every day. I'm also going to go into some spirituality as well, because the way I look at Bitcoin is not just grounded. It's not just on a grounded level. I look at it from multiple levels, and I look at it from a spiritual level as well. And I feel something inside of me just feels that if I was to speak a little bit about the spiritual way that I'm looking at my finances, not just Bitcoin, but everything, it can help people not be so emotional and feel very confident when they get into a cryptocurrency that's not regulated by any government, that's not backed by any entity, and you can't go to any certain board of any directors, or there's no building that you can go and try to get a refund using Bitcoin. So I want to end up talking to you guys like more about some of that stuff too, about the spirituality behind the economics, because we would be idiots to think that it doesn't all integrate into one. And oftentimes we don't spend enough time thinking about that. And so yeah, I'm definitely interested in doing this. I'll say that on Wednesday night there will be a different event that's happening. I'm actually going up to an event in Boulder, Colorado, and I'm going to be speaking and giving out a little speech to people and just giving them a slight introduction into cryptocurrencies. So I may not stream on Wednesday night, or I may stream live from just like a different area, and we'll see how the quality is, we'll see how the sound is, but yeah, that's what that's going to look like. So thank you guys. And also another thing is if you get any value out of this, make sure you share it. Let's get some shares on this. Let's get some likes on this. And also, if you think this sucks, if you think what I talk about sucks, I'm not offended if you hit the dislike button. I don't care. It's going to help me understand what's good and what you like to hear and what you don't like to hear. So just make sure that, we get this out there if you find value in this. And if you think somebody else that could get value out of what I said here without you needing to re-explain it to them, just share the video. I would love that. So thank you guys for everybody that's watching. Mango, you got anything else that you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, question. Hey, for my Genesis mining, I'm thinking about mining Ethereum, the 2-year contract. So, how fast is 1 mega hash? Like, what's the value of it?
Hey, that's a great question. Great question. I could even show you maybe, because I'm still maybe logged in. Because on my Genesis mining account, you're exactly right. Like I have it's a good question. I have an Ethereum contract, and I have 5 mega hashes on there, and I'm just going to show you my payouts.
5 mega hash, that's like what? Almost 1,000 something?
Yeah, dude, but let me just tell you, in my opinion, I could have spent this better. I could have spent it better. So I would have held and waited for these Bitcoin contracts to come back, because these are the only ones that are lifetime, and this one's 2 years. And let me just show you my payouts. So I have 5 mega hash of Ether, and what I'm doing with that is before I show you the payouts, I'll show you that, oh, it's actually all mining BTC. And that is because, wait, no, that's my BTC one. My bad. My ETH hash, my pure Ether mining is all 5 mega hashes is mining pure Ethereum. So we can see that there. And then my payouts, when I pull that up, look at the Ethereum payouts. It's 0.0009, 0.0008 per day.
Oh, it's 5 though. How fast you think is 1 per day?
This is
I put that into like Zcash, not Zcash, Dash.
This is not gonna end up like paying me off as much as I thought. And I'll just say that with this, that like I don't recommend people buying the Ethereum contracts just because there's way smarter ways to end up using your Bitcoin. And so you're gonna burn your Bitcoin up in 2 years on Ethereum and save it for the Bitcoin open-ended contracts, because then you will have something paying you for life.
Because I have 2 Litecoin right now, I can just buy a 2 year of this and then just put it away.
That's true.
Just leave it.
That's true. You could. Let me just think about that. What I would say is that
which one's better, Zcash or Ethereum?
It depends on what you're wanting to do. Do you just want to hold it, make money? Do you want to spend it? What do you want to do?
I want to make money out of this.
Got you. I would say probably, it's hard to say, man. I can't make any predictions on the future, but I will say that Dash is something that I've messed around with quite a bit, and there's a lot of people that like it due to its privacy, and so I would trust Dash over Zcash just because it has a bigger network. But
I can get mining contracts with Dash.
That's true.
Probably free.
It's true. And Zcash, it's not very profitable right now either. So I switched my miners over from the Bitcoin ones to Litecoin to Zcash to Dash. And
I see. If you, for example, I do the contract for Ethereum, I can change it to mine whatever I want, right?
Yes, watch this. I click on mining allocation. And then I come over here to ETH hash. And that's where I have my 5 mega hashes. And as you can see here, it says 5. And so these are all the coins that it allows me to mine. Hey, Ice to GMA4. Holla, what's up? Ciao. Glad you ended up making it.
You know what? I'm up to the mega hash of Ethereum right now.
You're gonna do it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your code, bro?
All right. Well, check this out. I will post this up in the Discord, and it's gonna get you 3% off. Yeah. And then I think it'll end up giving me a discount next time when I use one. But make sure that you find your promo code, and you could get that under my account on the left side.
Okay.
And then send that to me, and then I'll get you back. But yeah, put that in there. Make sure that you type it in, so that way you can get your discount.
Okay, that's yours.
Yep.
Oh no, I can't. You have to type.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Promo code it's all cap.
Yep. Sure is. And then I'm going to post this up in chat for anybody else that's watching right now, in case you guys were thinking about making a Genesis mining purchase. It is something that, definitely do it with your own risk. And what I'll say with this, Mango, is that just to give you another idea of how much this is paying out, man, is that I have 5 mega hash with it, and you said that you were wanting to get 2 mega hash. Okay, so you'll get 2 mega hash, and it'll only last you for 2 years, and it's going to be half of this. It's going to be less than half of this. So it's going to be 000 4.5, 00045. So you're going to get...
Really? That's not bad. I'm mining for Litecoin.
That's true, and you turn your Litecoin into Ethereum, and you could turn your Ethereum and point that into all kinds of other things.
Oh, damn, true. Yeah.
I mean, it is true. You're doing a good thing. But like, I just want you to see here that like, if you were to point it at Ethereum and leave it on Ethereum, you would only get like 50,000, only 45,000 ether out of that, milli ether out of that. So like, you're not gonna get a lot, man. And let me just tell you that like, when I did have this on Ethereum, I was getting like $1 to $2 a day, whereas with Bitcoin, I was getting $5 to $7 a day.
Damn.
Yeah,
Ooh,
bro.
success. There you go. Extend it.
Perfect. Cool. So yeah, man. Thank you for
Okay.
doing that.
How do I download? Like, how do I know that my mining is like that's good. Like it's successful. Oh, I just got an email. Never mind.
Nice. There you go, bro. And then also, let me show you here. See over on the left, you got my account, and it'll say affiliate.
Uh huh.
Click.
Hold on. Genesis, and then go to. Okay, click on the mining. I do all the payment and stuff.
Yeah.
How do I hack? What can I mine for?
Okay.
I got it.
There you go, bro. And then you just click save mining allocation, and then you just put part of Genesis Mining's warehouse to work for you. And then the other thing
I
is,
see.
bro, is make sure that you have your wallet addresses set up under settings. Okay?
Oh, what is that? Setting account, setting, first name, last name, wallet. There you go. For all of them, right?
Yes, or for whatever you're about to end up getting paid out in. So if you want to get paid out in Litecoin, put your Litecoin receiving address in there
Uh,
and do it before
I,
tomorrow, bro, because then you might miss a payment if you don't, and they won't refund it.
I'm doing it right now
Perfect. Yes. Good.
because I have my wallet open up. It's awesome. Okay, what else should I put my paperwork? Because I can split this 2%.
Okay,
My
well,
bad.
here, let me just show you this real quick. Do you see on my screen where it says under my account, it says affiliate?
Uh huh.
Over here, it says your affiliate code is, and that's where you get your promo code.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Yep. That way you'll get that. And I just got an email saying that I got a tiny little bit of hash power too. Bro, look at
Hey.
this. It went from 5 mega hash to look, it went 5 to 5.05 mega hash because of what you just did.
Oh, yo. There you go. This is why.
There we go, bro. Okay, cool. I'm going to save that. And the next time that this thing opens up, you can bet I'm going to use your code. And then you're going to get an email just like me that's all like, hey, somebody just used your code and now you got some free hash power from him.
You know what's the cool thing about it? Because Litecoin's going up. If I get the contract, it's cheaper.
You're right, dude. And that's something that I always think about. I'm like, what should I buy in with right now? And like, even right here, if you go and you buy hash power, like I was showing you the other night, like you can buy with all these different things. And like, I'm going to try to buy some hash power with Dogecoin just because I want to try it. And I want to tell
Uh,
people that like a joke coin that started out as a joke is now paying me out in Bitcoin for life.
hey, what you think? Should I put 20% into Hashcoin?
Oh man, that's hard to say. I'll say that. Let me go ahead and go to mine. I think I put mine on BTC.
It's hard. BTC is hard to get.
It is, but it's the one that's most valuable. Actually, I have mine on Ethereum right now.
I see.
So just have it mining all of that, and then. But you know what is smarter is for me just to go ahead and actually, for me right
Split.
now, is
You should like split.
I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get. I'm not gonna get what I need out of Ethereum right now, and I'm gonna switch it up here in a little while from Ethereum. Dude, you know what's cool is you were the first person to use my code.
Hey, yo, you know what? I'm gonna get people get onto this.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yo, I appreciate it, man, because like with this, I'm gonna start doing other things in the future too. Well, and the other thing is too, man, is that like you got your own code, so like you can get
Yeah.
hash power yourself, bro. So
Nah, bro, it's all good. Help you out.
that's cool, man. I appreciate it. Everything that you do is gonna end up coming back to you, man. I believe in karma a lot. So, but yeah, man, like with that, like this is really, really cool. And now you're getting paid out for at least the next 2 years in whatever you want. And yeah.
Hell yeah. Actually, I'm going to leave it in what you call it, Litecoin and Dashcoin right now. I'm just gonna leave in this too, and I'm not gonna touch it.
Okay, so then make sure that you have Litecoin and Dash receiving addresses set up and saved.
Uh huh.
Cool, perfect, perfect, perfect. Good, good. So then, yeah, man, like, yeah, I think that you're set up now with Genesis, and that you just did your first investment into them, and then, yeah, just sit tight because they're gonna end up coming out with these open-ended contracts again. And bro, if I were you, I would save like a cool 1,000, 2,000 bucks just sitting aside,
Yeah.
ready for them, and be like, I'm gonna
Yeah,
dump on them.
yeah. I'm gonna just message you how much I got ready. I don't want to say.
Okay, that's all good. Yeah, yeah,
Hold up. Let me
yeah, bro. Get it ready. I'm also gonna not. I'm not gonna be saying too much about like all the amounts that I have on these channels too, because I'm streaming out to
Yeah,
so many platforms now. But
let's be careful with the half about this much saving up to
let's see.
saving that so long.
Ooh, very nice, bro. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what I'll tell you is that I just got about half that in the
Hey,
from a
and
bank.
I'm asking my mom or something to like help me out, get
That's
some more.
That's great. Yo, buy your mom some Bitcoin for Christmas and be like, hey, you may
She
not get
don't know
this.
anything about this though.
I know, I knew, I know. And like, just say that, like, they'll be like, hey, you may not know anything about this right now, but I'm gonna sit down with you and I'm gonna show you how to spend your money without having to ask a bank. And mom, it's gonna take you 15 minutes to get it to your friend in Japan if you had one. It doesn't matter where it is on the globe. You're gonna love this once you use this. And like, get her into it, man. Because if you buy her even like $100 worth right now, and like just show her it like next year, and be like, look, I bought this for you last year, and it's already grown to like $400. So have some fun with it. Go and gamble online with it. Buy some shoes, but I don't know, buy whatever. So yeah,
So how come every time I put on set on mining, it just keeps changing to Bitcoin?
I'm not sure. So
Look,
let's see.
I'm gonna screenshot it. Okay, because I just changed it. What the? There you go. Okay, see, I think I just changed this to Litecoin and I'm gonna change it to Dashcoin.
And
And
it
then every time, and then I click save, right?
and it keeps going back to the BTC.
Yeah,
Does it go to the same amount every time?
100% every time.
Yo, that's weird. Um, I would say log out, log back in, try it again, and then if it's still happening, wait for one payout on BTC,
Oh,
and then
I see.
after that, try to switch it over. And if it's still happening, open up a support ticket because these guys are actually really nice. Like they've answered all my questions within like a day or two.
Mining allocation. Yeah, see, it just keeps saying that. Hey, look, now it just launched the page.
Let's see it.
Like that.
What the hell? Okay, weird.
It's confusing.
That should not be like that, bro. So like what I'll say is that it should not be that confusing. You should be able to like just allocate all your
Actually,
funds.
I need to get my wallet ready for Bitcoin also. Definitely mining.
Mm-hmm. Yep, do it. And you know what? I'm gonna start doing some investment classes where I'm gonna show people where I actually am gonna take one more payout from Genesis Mining to the wallet that I have right now, my Exodus wallet. And then
Uh-huh.
after that, I'm gonna start directing my Genesis Mining payouts to my investment sites. So that way my investment sites will be like, okay, we got the money, we're ready, let's go.
One time fee.
Yep. Yep. So that's gonna be great. Yeah, I would just say, bro, just wait for one payout in BTC to come to your address, and then after that, try to switch it over, and then send a support ticket if it's still being stupid. Because this is simple, and you do know how to use it. You're good, and this is good.
Kind of. I kind of know how to use it. Not 100% yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you put in an order, you're allocating it. You got the addresses set up. Yeah, I would. Yeah, there's nothing else that you need to do. Now you got it on autopilot. You're making your money.
Thank you. I learned this from your stream. That's all.
Yeah, dude. Hey, you're welcome, man. I'm so grateful to be able to provide this to people because, um, man, it just makes me
I
feel
know.
good.
Okay, I know why it's doing that.
What happened?
Okay, I have a mining contract with Ethereum, right? No, not Ethereum, yeah, HTT. And I click on the BTC contract, that's why.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Oh my god. No wonder I keep doing that.
Sometimes it's so simple.
Oh, but the thing is for this one, they don't have Litecoin. Wait, what?
For Ethash, let me see. No, they don't. For Ethash,
Oh,
you can't buy Litecoin. You can buy Zcash. You can buy Ethereum, and you can buy Steam. Steam is one that I've mined before.
is it
And
worth it?
Steam is not bad. Steam is kind of like the decentralized version of Reddit, and so it's been around for a while. So
But they don't have Steam on Exodus.
nope, they don't. You're right. So you know what you could do is you could actually point it to like an exchange like Bittrex and put in your Bittrex receive address, and then that way all your Steam will go right to an exchange every day, and then you could just sell it right there for Bitcoin for whatever
Hmm.
you want. So there's so
Oh,
many ways to work it.
Bit, hmm.
Yep.
Wait, what's ETC? Is it Ethereum Classic?
Mhm. I think so.
Huh. I might get that too, actually. Ethereum Classic, yeah. That's, I heard people make a lot of money out of Ethereum Classic.
Yep. There are some people that are making a lot, and that's what I was talking about with the fork earlier from the Tether coin. Tether is about to fork because there was a huge hack, and so the same thing
Oh,
happened with Ethereum. And so Ethereum fucking got hacked, and now like there's Ethereum Classic and Ethereum, and Ethereum Classic still has value. It still has a purpose. That's why people that are new to the cryptocurrency game are saying that Bitcoin's gonna die because of Bitcoin Cash, but that's because they're new. If they've been around for a
yeah.
while, they'll see that like Bitcoin's not gonna go anywhere, baby. It's only gonna go up. So
That's where it's all started. That's where all cryptocurrency started from.
yeah, dude. Yeah, the biggest thing that I could see that uh, threat to Bitcoin is if Satoshi Nakamoto or the FBI just dumped all of their funds right at once.
Oh yeah, that or yeah, that's true.
But that's the only thing. Like, but even if that happened, bro, it would only crash the price of Bitcoin so far, and everybody would buy up all those Bitcoin by then, and then it would go back up. So,
True.
shit, dude, like you can't stop it, man. You can't stop it, and that's why I thought it was so funny that Russian minister was talking about how they're never gonna consider Bitcoin legal. But I think it's really smart because they're not looking at it as trying to be legal. They're trying to like look at it as its own thing, which was what I always wanted on there. Oh, cool!
I see.
The bot is working.
Oh damn! Wait, what's this one for?
So this bot like is basically posts up like wherever people can follow me at after like a
Damn,
few
you have
minutes.
so many out there.
Yeah, dude, I know. Well, I was just like one day I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna get into everything all at once and then figure it out as I go. And I saw a guy on YouTube that's like 60 years old doing it, and I was like, all right, I have no excuse. I gotta get into this.
You have Snapchat too? Damn.
I do, dude. I have Snapchat, but I use it like, oh god, I don't expect to see anything cool on there. I don't do anything really cool on
Me
Snapchat.
too. The last time I used Snapchat was 2 years ago.
Right. Right, I don't care. So
That's
yeah,
a good texting over that.
I use Twitter and Twitch. That's pretty much gonna be my next new thing. And like Instagram, I post up on Instagram a little bit, but now that I learned that Facebook owns Instagram, I'm gonna be trying to find an alternative because I'm just not into Facebook, man. It's
So did you know Facebook? Okay, this is I'm not sure it's a theory or it's legit. I'm not sure, but they do what meaning X about it. That make a Facebook and talk about something you're interested in. About 2 or 3 days later, you can find that ad on your Facebook.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like they've been called out for that. The big reason why I don't want it right now is that like even if you visit Facebook from your Safari browser or your Android browser on your phone, you will, even if you don't log in, Facebook plants a cookie on your device that scans all the other web addresses from everything else that you visited on the device, and it has been sued and had to admit multiple times for turning on the microphone in people's computers and their phones and turning on their cameras, and
That is fucked up.
it's all to give them a better experience is what Facebook says. And I'm all like, dude,
Experience? That's
fuck
creepy. It's like a
you.
pedophile stuff.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, fuck you so bad. Like, you cannot even try to come back and say anything except for, like, I am super sorry. This should have never happened. But they're all like, they don't care, bro. They're like, oh, we did that because we wanted to help you get more relevant ads. They're not sorry. They never were. And that's why I'm not getting on that bitch.
They don't only care about the money, pretty
Yep.
much.
Yep. And now
If
they're
you're
asking
paranoid
for
about that,
nudes,
you
bro.
should use this. Dude, I found, oh my god, when you use this, you're gonna love it, trust me. Like, it's really safe.
Let me see. Parasec. Oh, nice. Yeah,
Because,
dude.
okay, for the browser, when you use it, it's highly encrypted. They see something really fishy on that website, they could ask you, "Are you sure you want to get on here?" Like just a regular Firefox that come with the OS. It's
Yeah.
highly encrypted. Oh my god, dude, you should use this.
I
It's so
love this. This sounds great. Is it available for Mac OS?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm using that right now. It's oh my, it's the
Are you using the full version?
yep.
Okay. Damn, it's
It's
a
so
big
good.
one.
It's about 3 gig.
Okay. I'll take a
You
look
should
at
try
that.
it. You should try it out. It's really good. If anyone want to know if it's linked, then post it on.
I just clicked on download. Oh, it's an ISO hybrid. Okay, got it. Cool.
Uh huh.
Well, then shoot, dude. Nice. Yeah, so there we go. Thank you for posting that up there. Let me make sure it actually got on there. Yes. Okay, cool. I modified my bots, bro, that night after we had so much fun in the chat with the FCC. So now the bots will allow you to type in caps and you can send links.
Okay, last time I forgot after I played game, my cap lock was on. That's why. Because I use all my button on my keyboard, almost all of them.
That's funny. Oh man. Well, shoot, dude. Actually, you know what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually probably end up taking off here in a second so I can let this thing download.
Uh huh.
But yeah, bro. Yeah, this was
If you
cool.
have any question about it, just shoot me a message.
All right, I'll do that. I'll do that. Well, then, yeah, then I'm going to end up getting off here, guys. Anybody else that's watching, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time with some
In
more.
California, that's 8.
Yeah, Callie, that's 8 o'clock. And yeah, make sure that you end up checking this out. Share it with your friends. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those things. Get on the post notification squad. We'll end up seeing you guys tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, talking with some more crypto news and maybe even some cool investment news as well. So, with that, just wanted to say thank you. I'm super grateful to anybody that's watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night in the